All right, welcome back, guys. How about that for a day one, huh? Like, never having done this before, and to have a bull at 50, 55 yards, just straight staring at me, steam coming out of his nose. That was a nice 5x5 for over-the-counter tag. I'd be happy to shoot that anytime. Probably should have shot that 4-pointer that was herding them cows around. I didn't feel comfortable forcing a shot, and if I told myself before going on this trip, if I don't feel comfortable about the shot and the situation, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to do everything in my power to make the best ethical shots that I can, especially being by myself. So I didn't get the shot. I probably had a few opportunities to do it, but I just wasn't comfortable taking it. Never doing this before and getting on elk, man, that was a huge check. That was a big success in my book. Like, all the e-scouting I did, the countless hours I put into it, the hours of podcasts, articles, YouTube videos on how to e-scout and just how to understand it all came together, and the elk were right there. The elk were where we thought they were going to be, and that was awesome. So I'm sure I made some mistakes on those plays, and you guys can comment down below with all the mistakes I made. It'll only help me become a better elk hunter for next year and into the future. The bugling was, it was okay sometimes, and sometimes it wasn't, but I bugled, they would respond. I didn't spook the herd off. So this leads me up into this next video. Video 2 on this, this is going to be a 3-part series. This is going to have days 2 and 3 combined. I took a ton of video on day 1, and I just didn't hit record enough on days 2 and 3, actually mostly for the rest of the week. So I'm going to combine those 2 days. But enjoy, and keep commenting, liking, and subscribing to the channel. All it does is help grow my channel, and I really do appreciate it. There's a few bear prints in here. I've come across now, not just a set of tracks, but when there's one, there's a handful, some small tracks, so it's definitely mom and her cubs in here. Paying attention. I'm not doing too much calling. I'm not hearing anything, so there's nothing to call to. So just keep my head on a swivel. I don't think they're not gonna bother me at all, but came across them. I mean, the snow is only a day and a half old, so, and the tracks look like midday yesterday, already iced over, so they've been here within 24 hours. Got a big ass wallow. This is like the 6th or 7th one I've come across on this ridgeline, but the other ones were frozen. This one actually has water in it, but there's no sign like they've been hitting this at all. There's no tracks in the snow. Everything's iced over. There's no fresh tracks in the mud. So keep moving on. All right. I hiked back into the area, that big burn that I had those elk in. What was that? Monday morning? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So yesterday morning. I don't remember it being that bad. All the down timber. I tried following the same route. I must just not have been paying that much attention, but it's pretty bad. Fuck. I'm not going where I was 2 nights ago, because that's another 3/4 of a mile in and down, and I really don't want to have to hike out of that. I don't know if I kill something. The biggest thing is if I kill something down there, it's going to take me fucking 2 days to get it out. So that's all, like if I kill something tomorrow morning, that'll take all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and maybe Friday. I mean, I guess I got the time. Fuck, that's a lot of work, man. This elk hunting shit isn't easy. This sucks. I've covered, I don't know how many miles, but a lot. Hiked around this morning, didn't hear anything, didn't see anything, just a few bear tracks. Nothing I wanted to see, but yeah, starting to get a little frigid. There's super calm tonight, no wind, and the elk are over here on private, bugling their heads off, and then I got some over here on the private public line across the valley that are just bugling like crazy. So the elk are here. Like, I talked to some other guys today who hadn't seen anything. I talked to another group of hunters that walked all the way through that burn, which is unbelievable. And yeah, maybe I should have done that. The elevation gain would have been like 200 feet instead of like 800. But going through all that blowdown and stuff, man, it's just eerie going through there. It's hard. You have to like straddle a lot of logs, and it's just not fun with a full pack. But neither is ascending 800 feet. Yeah, just to recap, like, physically I feel good. Like, I don't feel like my fitness is limiting me at all. I mean, it sucks. I'm at 92 to 10,000 feet of elevation, so that's in itself is a struggle. But legs feel good. Waking up every morning, legs, calf, everything feels fine. I feel like I can keep going, but just, man, I wasn't really ready for how emotionally draining this was. It really sucks. It's hard. If I came out here and I didn't hear a bugle, I'd ask myself, what in the fuck are you doing? I'm learning a lot about myself, about elk, about everything coming out here and doing this. And it's been a challenge, both physically and mentally. More mentally than physically, but I think if I had someone to come with, it wouldn't be that bad. Or if I was staying in a base camp, it wouldn't be that bad. But going on your first backcountry elk hunt by yourself, I don't know if I recommend that to anyone. But if you want to learn something about yourself, you would definitely do it here. So this should be about done. I'm going to eat. I'm going to turn in because I'm exhausted. And hopefully we pick this up tomorrow morning and we're standing over a dead bull. Thanks for tuning in, guys. All right, here we go again. I got a few bulls bugling down here in this bottom. Right now the wind's it's like trickling this way. So I'm waiting for it to switch so I can start going this way to cut them off, because I don't want them to scent check me on the way up. So they are using this bench for sure. They are hammering it. And it looks like they were in here sometime yesterday. Maybe that's when I caught them yesterday morning, was coming up this, or the day before. But they're beating it up pretty good. So I know I'm in elk, which is good. I don't know if you guys can hear all that, but they're going crazy. Alright, so I'm in the same spot I caught them yesterday, where they went up the hill, and I haven't seen or heard anything in the area. I've heard them further down the ridge, and I think that's where I'm going to go. So I'm going to pack up. I'm going to head that way. I haven't heard anything left of me. The wind is blowing now that way down into the valley instead of straight into the valley. So I will have the wind kind of in my favor. I'm going to start heading that way and see if I can catch them on that bench or before they get to the wallow. Because where they go to bed, there's no way I can get back in there. It's just too much deadfall. I mean, look at this already. It's already hard enough to navigate it with 2 feet and a pack. So, yeah, I'm going to do my best. Keep following this trail as long as I can.
You probably can't see how steep it is, but that's gnarly. That's a couple 100 feet up, just sheer vertical. I was 2 hands and 2 feet. Those elk are gone. I couldn't keep up today. At least yesterday there was a bigger herd of them. They were going a little slower. Today, I just can't keep up. All right, it is 9:15. Everything's quiet now. Can't get anything to respond. Heard them all night. Heard them this morning. They came up out of the valley, they came up further down the drainage than where they did yesterday, 2 days, than they did Monday. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. So I'm gonna head out still. I'm almost to that bench. But the problem, I'm in some thicker-ish timber now. Once I get into the bench, I'm totally exposed. So I'm gonna try to get to the edge and just glass and see if I can see anything in it. It's gonna be impossible for me to sneak up on it, but I'm gonna try. This is day 3.5. I've seen elk. I've heard elk. I guess that's more than some people can say on their first elk hunt, so. This is kind of disappointing. I thought they were going to do what they did yesterday. The wind wasn't bad. It wasn't great. But I don't think that had anything to do with it. They just sounded further in the valley than they did yesterday or Monday when they piped off in the morning, so. All right. I'm going to head into this bench. Look around for a little bit. Super optimistic this morning, too. Super disappointed right now. But, yeah, just keep plugging along. I don't have any other choice. I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have anything else to do. It's just this. So, probably relocate this afternoon, like I said. Here's a morning recap. Got up 5:15. Kind of packed all my stuff about 5:30. Started headed towards that burn where they come up into that bench and then go across. I figured them out what they're doing. They're feeding down there, coming up, going across the burn because there's a lot of green in there. And then they're working their way all the way across around this ridge, and they're bedded on the north face, which you'd expect. The only problem is that is like 1.5 miles through dead blow and burn that I'm not gonna be able to get through. It was hard enough to get to that wallow, and they're another like easily 1/2 mile, 3/4 of a mile from there. So didn't get on them this morning. Yesterday or Monday I was able to catch up to them because they were closer. Today they went further down the ridge before they came up onto the bench, and never got on them. Super optimistic, right into super disappointing. Bugles never got closer. They just kept getting further and further away. So, packed out. New plan is I'm just going to eat lunch, rest for a few minutes, drive around. I can hear some guys talking in the camp over here. They've been here since I've been here. Maybe ask them, see if they've seen anything. I doubt they're going to tell me, but I'm just going to finish my coffee, cool off for a few minutes, roll around. All right, middle of the day update. It is 2:30. Haven't seen or heard much. Saw a few tracks around this wallow, but nothing super promising. So, but this is what it looks like. Just gonna sit here for a few more hours and see if anything comes through.